Hey there, beloved viewers. What's your go-to fruit? Banana? Strawberry? Kiwi? Orange? If you're tired of those choices, try some pomegranate. Pomegranate juice to be specific. A member of the berry family, pomegranate grows in both the northern and southern hemispheres. Its juice can normally be found at your local grocery store. Still not convinced? We may have to go further in depth. To get you guys on board, let's discuss 9 ways pomegranate juice can improve your health. Can it fix your digestion? Does it protect you from Alzheimer's? Can pomegranate juice actually help prevent cancer? We're talking all that and more. 1. It fights against heart disease. Pomegranate juice can be a powerful aid for heart patients. If you've ever suffered from heart complications, you'd know that it forces you to eliminate many delicious foods. Well, we're happy to say that this should more than make up for your troubles. Pomegranate juice reduces the level of triglycerides in the body as well as harmful cholesterol. It also improves the elasticity of your arteries, helping your blood flow. Regular consumption can also reduce the thickness of your carotid artery. This assists both heart and diabetes patients alike. It reduces blood pressure. Did you know that drinking a single cup of pomegranate juice daily for 28 straight days can lower your blood pressure significantly? It's true. A study that was conducted back in 2012 showed that pomegranate's antioxidants were responsible for this reduction. 2. Pomegranate juice is known to have a particularly healthy benefit for people suffering from hypertension. Another study concluded that if these patients drank 5 ounces of juice every day for a couple of weeks, they would start seeing significant improvements in blood pressure. 3. It helps us breathe. Yeah, that's right. Another benefit brought to you by antioxidants. Pomegranate juice supplies your own blood with oxygen. The antioxidants work to battle free radicals and prevent blood clots. This eventually will increase the level of oxygen in your body, helping you to get those much-needed breaths of fresh air. 4. It's loaded with nutrients. This may be something we could have brought up first, but as you can imagine, pomegranate juice is packed full of delicious nutrients that can improve your health as a whole. A single cup contains 7 grams of fiber and 3 grams of protein. It's also rich in vitamins. This includes 30% of your daily intake of vitamin C and 36% of your vitamin K. Additionally, you'll be consuming around 214 milligrams of potassium, which is just about 6% of your daily intake. While its high concentration of nutrients is definitely a plus, make sure you stay around 1 cup a day. Just a single 170-gram serving contains around 144 calories and 24 grams of sugar. Number 5. It improves arthritis. Pomegranate juice works to reduce damage done to your cartilage. It does this by fighting against the harmful enzymes responsible. As a result, you are at a lesser risk for osteoarthritis. There's reason to believe that pomegranate juice helps fight against osteoporosis. Were you aware that in 2011, a study concluded that extract from pomegranates reduced tension in the joints of rheumatoid arthritis patients by 62%? That, my friends, is again due to its antioxidants. Seriously, at this point, is there anything that they can't accomplish? 6. It can help make you a better athlete. Pomegranate juice and its many nutrients are said to help athletes in recovery. This occurs when the antioxidants found in its extracts are released. Extract work to improve your strength. In one study conducted on athletes who practice intense workout regimens, researchers found that their elbow and knee extension was better after drinking pomegranate juice than it was after going without. Another study done on 19 athletes running on treadmills showed that just a single gram of pomegranate extract could enhance blood flow and decrease your chances of fatigue. If you're an athlete who likes to stay in shape with intense exercise, this is all the more reason to be drinking pomegranate juice. It can improve your body's performance, whatever your sport may be. Number 7, it fights against prostate cancer. You heard me correctly. Prostate cancer. Several studies have shown that steady consumption of pomegranate juice may stop the growth of cancer cells in the prostate region. A 2009 study showed that drinking 8 ounces of juice every day may be able to slow down the progression of cancer. To be clear, this means that the doubling time of prostate-specific antigen, or PSA, had slowed down among the men who followed this specific drinking routine. But as I stated earlier, pomegranate juice is high in calories. Remember, a single serving alone may contain around 144. So if you happen to be a prostate patient and are looking to drink more pomegranate, prepare for the possibility of weight gain. Number 8, it jogs your memory. Now, just to be clear, we don't mean that a cup of pomegranate will automatically help you remember where you left your phone or wallet. We're thinking about the bigger picture here. Prostate cancer aside, the sacred 8 ounces of pomegranate juice is also known to apply to Alzheimer's disease. The juice's antioxidants do battle to protect your memory from being harmed and slow down the progress of Alzheimer's. Researchers have identified 21 compounds located within pomegranate extract that can assist in the battle against this dreadful disease. These include polyphenol and urolithins. Urolithins, in particular, are able to cross the brain-blood barrier, which is crucial to Alzheimer's prevention. It holds many benefits to your digestion. Pomegranate juice is said to aid those with Crohn's disease. Its antioxidants work to reduce inflammation in the gut. Pomegranates do so by providing B-complex vitamins which help convert protein, carbs, and fat into energy. Also, don't forget about the 7 grams of fiber found in a single cup, which also assists with your digestion. Pomegranate will also work to fight against enzymes as well as a laxative for constipation. Have you ever tried pomegranate juice? Would you consider trying it after hearing about these health benefits? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Share and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy. 6 vitamins that can naturally unclog your arteries. Atherosclerosis. A medical condition characterized by the buildup of arterial plaque poses a significant risk to cardiovascular health. The development of plaque within the inner walls of arteries narrows their passageways, obstructing the normal flow of blood. Consequently, individuals with atherosclerosis may experience compromised blood circulation, elevating their susceptibility to heart attacks, strokes, and blood clots. To comprehend the underlying mechanisms of this ailment, let us delve into the intricacies of arterial function. The heart dutifully propels oxygen-rich blood through the intricate network of arteries to nourish the body's organs and tissues. Upon closer examination, we observe that the inner linings of these arteries undergo inflammation and damage, fostering the emergence of microcracks and lesions. Such damage often results from a range of factors, including stress, suboptimal dietary choices, smoking, and other contributors we will explore later in this discussion. In an attempt to ameliorate these pockets of damage, akin to a natural bandage, a specific type of cholesterol known as LDL begins to accumulate around these fissures. It's crucial to recognize that cholesterol itself isn't the adversary in this scenario. Rather, it serves as an agent attempting to mend and rehabilitate the impaired arterial tissues. Regrettably, if one fails to rectify their lifestyle choices, the arteries remain susceptible to continued damage, fostering the accumulation of arterial plaque. This plaque comprises a composite blend of scar tissue, identified as fibrin, rigid calcium deposits, cholesterol, and assorted waste materials. These constituents coalesce into a formidable, bone-like substance within the arteries, constricting them and impeding the unobstructed flow of blood. This obstruction can precipitate heart attacks, potentially resulting in fatality, especially if it occludes the primary coronary artery entirely. Early indicators of arterial blockage encompass sensations of chest pressure or pain, often exacerbated by emotional stress or physical exertion, with relief upon relaxation. These symptoms stem from heightened blood pressure and compromised circulation to and from the heart. Another hallmark of obstructed arteries is referred pain or swelling on the left side of the body, extending to the left shoulder or arm. Additionally, individuals may experience shortness of breath, particularly during physical activity due to insufficient oxygen circulation through the constricted arteries. Remarkably, some individuals may remain asymptomatic, with arterial plaque silently accumulating over decades until an obstruction emerges. Left untreated, plaque continues to thicken, substantially heightening the risk of heart attacks, strokes, blood clots, or even premature death, regardless of age. For these compelling reasons, we embark on a journey today to explore 6 essential nutrients that hold the potential to unclog arteries and enhance blood circulation throughout the body. We will also delve into straightforward lifestyle adjustments aimed at addressing the root causes of arterial blockage. It is worth noting that in this context, the term vitamins encompasses a broad spectrum, encompassing minerals, botanical herbs, and nutritional supplements, all of which can contribute to the restoration of arterial health. The first item on my list is vitamin C. Vitamin C plays a crucial role in maintaining arterial health by preventing the accumulation of atherosclerotic plaques. Atherosclerosis, the buildup of fatty deposits on artery walls, is closely linked to various cardiovascular diseases, including heart attacks and strokes. Vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid, acts as a potent antioxidant, safeguarding blood lipids from oxidative damage. This preservation of lipid integrity helps maintain the flexibility and integrity of arterial walls. It is readily available in a variety of foods, including citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits, berries, pineapples, and vegetables such as broccoli, spinach, and tomatoes. However, caution should be exercised when considering vitamin C supplementation, as excessive intake can lead to adverse effects like diarrhea and gastrointestinal disturbances. It's advisable to consult with a healthcare professional before adding vitamin C supplements to your diet. Number 2 is krill oil. Derived from krill, a type of small shrimp-like crustacean, is a potential contributor to the maintenance of arterial health by preventing the buildup of atherosclerotic plaques. Atherosclerosis, closely associated with cardiovascular issues like heart disease and strokes, involves the accumulation of fatty deposits within arteries. Krill oil's significance lies in its rich omega-3 content, particularly omega-3 fatty acids bound to phospholipids, making it more bioavailable in the body compared to standard fish oil. These omega-3s have been linked to reducing inflammation and decreasing blood viscosity, thereby lowering the risk of atherosclerosis and arterial blockage. Number 3 is vitamin K. While not directly linked to arterial cleansing and the prevention of atherosclerotic plaque buildup, it plays a vital role in cardiovascular health by contributing to the clotting process and potentially influencing the structure of plaque once it forms. Although vitamin K is primarily associated with blood clotting, it does play a role in maintaining the integrity of arterial plaque after it has developed, indirectly impacting heart health. The main sources of vitamin K come from natural dietary sources, particularly leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, and collard greens, as well as foods like broccoli and Brussels sprouts. In most cases, maintaining a balanced diet rich in vitamin K from these sources should be sufficient to meet the body's basic requirements. Supplementation with vitamin K is generally unnecessary for the average person who maintains a well-rounded diet. However, in specific medical situations, healthcare professionals may recommend vitamin K supplements. The specific dosage and need for supplementation can vary depending on an individual's health status, and it's important to consult with a healthcare expert for personalized guidance. Number 4 is vitamin E. While vitamin E does not have a direct relationship with arterial cleansing and preventing the accumulation of atherosclerotic plaques, it plays a crucial role in cardiovascular health by acting as a potent antioxidant. This antioxidant property helps protect cells from the damaging effects of free radicals, which can contribute to cell damage, inflammation, and oxidative stress, all factors associated with the development of arterial plaque and blockages. You can find vitamin E primarily in foods rich in antioxidants, such as various vegetable oils, like wheat germ oil, olive oil, and canola oil, seeds, such as sunflower seeds and wheat germ, nuts, like almonds and sunflower seeds, and green leafy vegetables like spinach and Swiss chard. For most individuals, maintaining a well-balanced diet with sufficient vitamin E from natural sources is generally recommended to support cardiovascular health. Number 5 is aged garlic extract, AGE. Aged garlic extract has garnered attention for its potential role in supporting cardiovascular health, particularly in addressing issues like atherosclerosis and plaque accumulation in arteries. Although not a direct solution to arterial cleansing, aged garlic extract offers a range of active compounds, including antioxidants and anti-inflammatory agents, which can contribute to reducing plaque buildup on artery walls and lowering the risk of arterial blockages. Aged garlic extract functions by exerting its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, which are believed to help mitigate the accumulation of atherosclerotic plaques. Additionally, age may influence cholesterol levels and blood pressure, both of which are linked to heart health. Incorporating aged garlic extract into your diet is relatively straightforward, as it is available in various forms such as capsules or liquid supplements. Number 6 is avocados. Avocados play a significant role in supporting cardiovascular health, particularly in combating issues related to atherosclerosis and plaque buildup in arteries. Atherosclerosis, the accumulation of fatty deposits on artery walls, can contribute to artery blockages and heart-related problems. Avocados are believed to have the potential to reduce this risk, thanks to their unique nutritional components. The key role of avocados lies in their composition, notably their high content of unsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid. This component can help lower LDL cholesterol levels, often referred to as bad cholesterol, while increasing HDL cholesterol, known as good cholesterol. This cholesterol management is vital in preventing plaque buildup and arterial blockages. Avocados are versatile and easily incorporated into daily diets. They can be consumed directly or used in various dishes, such as salads, guacamole, or as a side with meats and fish. they serve as a natural and delicious source of nutrients for heart health. The recommended usage of avocados varies depending on individual preferences and dietary needs. Consuming half an avocado per day is a reasonable choice to enjoy their cardiovascular benefits. However, considering avocados contain fats and calories, it's essential to ensure they fit within your daily caloric intake. In summary, avocados are an essential component of a heart-healthy diet, helping manage cholesterol levels and reducing the risk of atherosclerosis. Their versatility and natural nutritional benefits make them a valuable addition to daily meals, promoting cardiovascular well-being. Later in the video, I will provide you with 6 actionable steps that you can implement to assist in the decongestion of your arteries. However, before delving into those steps, it is imperative to understand the underlying causes that could be contributing to the blockage of your arteries. The primary and most prevalent cause is the excessive consumption of refined foods such as sugar, processed grains, and flour. These culprits initiate an inflammatory response within the artery walls, eventually leading to the accumulation of plaque. Another significant factor in the development of arterial plaque is prolonged exposure to high levels of emotional stress. Stress triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that narrows your arteries and elevates blood pressure. Furthermore, an overindulgence in omega-6 vegetable oils, such as corn, cottonseed, canola, rapeseed, margarine, and processed olive oils, can also provoke inflammation within the arteries. Additionally, many individuals turn to elemental calcium carbonate supplements in an attempt to fortify their bones as they age. However, this form of calcium is poorly absorbed and tends to become trapped in the bloodstream, ultimately forming calcium deposits in the arteries. Excessive alcohol consumption can be detrimental to the liver and elevate estrogen levels, weakening the artery walls and rendering them susceptible to plaque buildup. Moreover, habits like smoking, vaping, and exposure to environmental pollutants can deplete vitamin C levels and diminish the flexibility of the arteries. Now, let's explore the 6 practical steps that you can take to clear your arteries and enhance blood circulation. Initiate the process by eliminating processed foods from your diet, including sugar, cereals, bread, soda drinks, biscuits, pastries, pasta, and sweets. Replace these items with nutritious, high-quality proteins such as wild salmon, sardines, grass-fed beef, organic pork, and European raw cheeses sourced from grass-fed animals. Additionally, prioritize the consumption of antioxidant-rich plant-based foods to mitigate inflammation in your arteries, including sunflower seeds, walnuts, celery, tomatoes, arugula, bell peppers, garlic, avocados, and a variety of leafy green vegetables. Consult your physician first and consider supplementing with 200 micrograms of vitamin K2 along with 20,000 international units of vitamin D3. These 2 vitamins collaborate to facilitate calcium distribution into your bones while preventing its hardening within your arteries. Incorporate long, solitary walks amidst nature into your routine, allocating at least an hour daily to embrace the fresh air and enrich your bloodstream with oxygen. Trees and plants release essential oils into the air, which you'll inhale, subsequently reducing blood pressure, alleviating stress, and diminishing the risk of a heart attack. Eliminate all inflammatory omega-6 vegetable oils like margarine, soy, canola, cottonseed, or corn oils from your diet entirely. Instead, opt for cooking your meals with extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. Consume heart-healthy omega-3 fats from sources such as virgin cod liver oil, wild-caught oily fish, walnuts, and shellfish to counteract inflammation and promote the healing of your artery walls. Consume 2 to 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast daily to supply your body with B vitamins, particularly niacin, which widens and relaxes your blood vessels, thus preventing blockages or blood clots. Should you desire to assess the health of your arteries, it is advisable to consult your healthcare provider and request a coronary artery calcium test. Avoid these 7 plant-based foods that can damage your kidneys. In recent years, many experts have suggested the benefits of a plant-based diet and reducing the strain on your kidneys. But just because something is from a plant doesn't mean it's good for your kidneys, particularly if you have kidney disease. In reality, some plant-based foods can actually pose risks, and cutting back on them would bring lasting rewards. Watch this video to learn 7 plant-based foods you should avoid to protect your kidneys. Before we dive in, please note, all the information in this video is created by real people, thoroughly fact-checked, unbiased, and reviewed by qualified professionals. 7. Seed oils. Seed oils are plant-based cooking oils obtained from seeds. Examples are rice bran, canola, corn, cottonseed, grapeseed, soybean, sunflower, safflower, and peanut oils. These oils are promoted as valuable lipid sources due to their healthy fatty acid content and bioactive compounds. However, these oils have undergone extensive processing, including bleaching, refining, and heating, to extract and clean them before they can be used for cooking and baking. Refining can strip away essential nutrients like antioxidants and sometimes produce unwanted compounds. One example is trans fatty acids, one of the most harmful compounds for your kidneys and overall health. More concerning, seed oils can contribute to inflammation in the body due to their high omega-6 fatty acid content. Inflammation is the root cause behind a long list of health conditions like kidney disease, arthritis, heart disease, and diabetes. Small amounts of omega-6 fatty acids are necessary for your overall health. However, excessive consumption, typical in Western diets, can disrupt the balance between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids, leading to health problems such as kidney damage. Fats are divided into saturated and unsaturated types. Unsaturated fats found in oils like olive oil are healthier, offering benefits such as improved cholesterol and heart health. Saturated fats found in animal products and some plants like coconut should be limited. Replacing saturated fats with unsaturated ones can minimize the harm caused by seed oils. Opt for unrefined oils, such as extra virgin olive oil, which retain more natural nutrients, flavor, and aroma. Because they are extracted using methods like cold pressing without high heat or chemicals, unrefined oils are tastier, healthier, more natural, and free from harmful additives. This purity and nutrient retention support overall health, including kidney function. 6. Canned vegetables and canned soups. Canned soups and vegetables are commonly consumed because of their low cost and convenience. However, these foods typically contain high levels of sodium for preservation, which can be problematic for those with kidney disease. When the kidneys are not functioning properly, they cannot effectively filter out excess sodium from the blood. This leads to a buildup of sodium, which can increase blood pressure and put additional strain on the kidneys. It is worth emphasizing that canned foods often contain added sugars or chemical additives. This is why individuals with kidney disease should avoid or limit canned foods, including canned vegetables. Instead, look for fresh or low-sodium alternatives. Are you enjoying our video so far? If so, please give us some hints by dropping a like and we'll make more content like this. 5. Chips and pretzels. Baked chips, despite their reputation as a healthier alternative to the fried version, can still pose risks to kidney health. Baked chips are highly processed and low in fat, making it easy to overeat without feeling full. Pretzels are processed baked bread snacks, which can raise blood sugar levels and promote fat storage. These effects can contribute to kidney damage over time. Potato chips and pretzels are also low in essential nutrients like fiber and protein, and can contribute to weight gain and obesity, potentially damaging your kidneys over time. Worse still, both chips and pretzels can contribute to high sodium intake, which can strain the kidneys by causing fluid retention and elevated blood pressure. High salt intake may worsen already existing kidney damage and increase the risk of cardiovascular complications like heart attacks and strokes. Try to moderate your intake of these foods in favor of healthier snack options to support kidney health. 4. Ketchup. Ketchup is made from tomatoes, which are high in potassium. An excessive potassium intake can be problematic for those with poor kidney function. Also, ketchup is often high in added sugar and sodium, which can contribute to high blood pressure and strain on the kidneys. 1 tablespoon, which is 17 grams, can contain 180 milligrams of sodium and 4 grams, which is equivalent to 1 teaspoon of sugar. It's best to choose options that are low in these ingredients, especially those that don't include high fructose corn syrup. The sugar in ketchup, like high fructose corn syrup, can lead to obesity and insulin resistance, making kidney function worse. Ketchup also has lots of phosphorus, which isn't good for individuals with kidney issues. Too much phosphorus can cause problems since damaged kidneys struggle to filter it out. It's important to avoid other store-bought condiments that might cause similar adverse effects. This includes salad dressing, barbecue sauce, and soy sauce, as they often contain high levels of sodium, sugars, or chemical additives. Rather than topping your favorite summer dishes with these condiments, consider using salsa. Choose fresh, salt-free salsa from the store, or make your own at home. 3. Instant noodles. Instant noodles are pre-cooked, dried noodles that are popular worldwide due to their convenience, long shelf life, variety of flavors, and reasonable cost. However, they are often criticized for being unhealthy due to their high sodium, carbohydrate, and trans fat content, and lack of essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals. In 2017, Nutrition Research and Practice published a study involving 3,397 college students in Seoul, aged 18 to 29. The study aimed to understand how eating instant noodles affects heart and metabolic health. They found frequent instant noodle intake was linked to elevated levels of blood triglycerides and sugars and increased blood pressure. These effects can potentially cause diseases that lead to kidney damage. Instant noodles are a perfect example of ultra-processed foods, or UPFs for short, which can damage kidney function. UPFs are typically high in calories, refined carbohydrates, sugar, salt, chemical additives, and trans fats, and low in dietary fiber and essential nutrients. A 2022 study published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases analyzed data from the Atherosclerosis Risk and Community Study, a major research initiative conducted in the United States. This study involved 14,679 middle-aged adults without kidney disease at baseline. After analyzing, the researchers found that each additional serving of ultra-processed foods, including canned soup, was linked to a 5% higher risk of chronic kidney disease, or CKD for short. These findings highlight the potential harm of canned soup and other ultra-processed foods on kidney health. A study conducted in Korea found that people consuming the most UPFs had a higher prevalence of CKD. the results demonstrated that every 6.6% increase in UPF consumption was linked with a 6% higher prevalence of CKD. This association may be due to the harmful ingredients found in UPFs, such as hydrogenated oils and chemical additives, which can cause oxidative stress and inflammation. Frequent consumption of instant noodles can harm the kidneys due to their high phosphorus content, which can raise serum phosphorus levels. Elevated serum phosphorus is linked to increased mortality and cardiovascular events. Efforts are being made to address these concerns and develop healthier versions. In Malaysia, for example, researchers have explored the use of composite flours incorporating locally available ingredients like seaweed powder to improve the nutritional value and quality of instant noodles, while reducing dependence on imported wheat flour. 2. Frozen meals. Pre-packaged vegan-vegetarian frozen meals frequently contain lots of salt, potassium, and phosphorus, which can be bad for patients with kidney disease. Excess salt and other preservatives are often added to make these meals taste better and last longer. Moreover, excessive potassium intake can be problematic for individuals with compromised kidney function, as mentioned earlier, because the kidneys struggle to properly regulate potassium levels in the blood. However, plant-based diets in kidney disease have been shown to be beneficial, as the potassium in fresh whole plants are paired with fiber, which prevents its absorption. Talk with your dietitian about the right plant-based diet for you. Similarly, additives containing phosphorus in processed frozen foods can contribute to elevated phosphorus levels in the blood, potentially leading to bone and heart complications in those with kidney disease. Therefore, frozen meals are generally not a good choice for people concerned about kidney health, especially if consumed regularly. To make frozen meals less harmful to kidney health, choose those with lower sodium and reduced potassium and phosphorus content. This involves carefully reading labels and selecting products with minimal processed ingredients. A better option is to prepare homemade meals using fresh whole food ingredients, allowing for greater control over nutrient intake. Try cooking large batches of kidney-friendly vegetarian or vegan dishes and freezing individual portions for later consumption. By prioritizing fresh, whole foods and mindful meal planning, you can enjoy a kidney-friendly diet while minimizing potential harm. 1. Chocolate bars or energy bars. While cocoa contains phenolic antioxidants and flavonoids that can help support the function of your blood vessels, chocolate bars should be consumed with caution. Chocolate bars have high levels of saturated fats and added sugar. These components contribute to high blood sugar, high blood pressure, and weight gain, which are common triggers for kidney disease. Chocolate bars and energy bars are also considered UPFs, which are linked with an increased risk of CKD and worsen complications in patients with CKD. As mentioned earlier, chocolate UPFs are typically high in energy, low in nutritional value, and contain additives that may be harmful to kidney health. Energy bars, often consumed for replenishing electrolytes lost during exercise, can pose significant dangers to kidney health. Similar to energy drinks, they often contain high amounts of sugar to provide a quick energy boost. Also, the combination of high sugar and other additives in energy bars leads to conditions that can cumulatively strain the kidneys. Thus, long-term consumption of energy bars can accelerate kidney damage. Therefore, it is essential to minimize your consumption of these processed bars and consider fresh fruits and other healthier alternatives. Are your kidneys damaged? Healthy kidneys filter about half a cup of blood each minute, getting rid of waste and excess water to produce urine. The urine travels from the kidneys to the bladder through two thin muscular tubes called ureters. one on each side of the bladder. The bladder serves as a reservoir, temporarily storing the urine. Together, the kidneys, ureters, and bladder make up the urinary system. When your kidneys are damaged, waste and fluid build up. Over time, this can lead to kidney disease and kidney failure, which can be either acute or chronic. Acute kidney failure is usually short-term and reversible, while chronic kidney failure is a long-term condition that is progressive. Symptoms of kidney damage can include nausea, vomiting, fatigue, sleep problems, changes in urination, decreased mental sharpness, muscle cramps, swelling of feet and ankles, itchy skin, and high blood pressure. These signs might not manifest until irreversible damage has occurred due to the kidney's ability to compensate for lost function. Kidney problems can cause anemia and bone and mineral disorders such as hyperkalemia, which can be deadly. Additionally, kidney failure can heighten the risk of heart disease or stroke. Without treatment, kidney failure is fatal. Doctors rely on biomarkers like creatinine levels, glomerular filtration rate, or GFR, and protein in the urine to assess kidney function. Newer biomarkers such as kidney injury molecule and neutrophil gelatinase-associated lipocolin show promise for early detection of kidney damage. Triggers for kidney disease include high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and high blood cholesterol levels. The increased force from high blood pressure injures the filtering units of the kidneys. Elevated blood sugar from diabetes can cause damage to small blood vessels in the kidneys, which harms the filters. Additionally, cholesterol forms plaques along the artery walls, blocking blood flow to the kidneys, which impairs their function and also causes protein loss in the urine. Other diseases and environmental factors can also contribute to kidney damage. Obesity increases the risk of chronic kidney disease, or CKD, by lowering urine pH, causing chronic inflammation, and disrupting fat metabolism. It also worsens high blood pressure, insulin resistance, and glucose intolerance, further raising the CKD risk. While CKD can be caused by various factors, including diabetes and high blood pressure, dietary choices play a significant role. This video has highlighted some plant-based foods to avoid, emphasizing the importance of opting for less processed alternatives. The one thing all of these foods have in common is that they are processed. From seed oils to flavored instant oatmeal, many processed foods contain additives that can worsen kidney disease. To maintain healthy kidneys, swap out high-sodium condiments like ketchup for homemade sauces with fresh herbs. Opt for antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables. Choose lean proteins with less saturated fat and stay hydrated with water. By prioritizing whole, nutrient-rich foods and limiting processed options, you can support your kidneys and prevent pre-existing kidney conditions from getting worse. Remember, consulting with a healthcare professional is necessary. Especially if you have an existing kidney condition, your doctor and registered dietitian can provide personalized guidance to help you make informed dietary choices and maintain optimal kidney health. Now, we want to send a big thank you to all our current subscribers and viewers. Your support inspires us to continue sharing valuable content. Hit the bell icon and turn on all notifications so you never miss a life-saving video. Have you seen any signs from our video or worried about kidney disease? Your kidneys might need a natural boost. We also offer tips to get the most from them. See you again. Stay informed. Stay healthy.
Hypertension, or high blood pressure, is commonly known as the silent killer. This is due to the fact that there are often no symptoms associated with it. But if left untreated, its effects can be catastrophic. Medications are often what people turn to in hope of avoiding a fatal outcome. But what if they're not? What the foods you're eating could be causing elevated blood pressure? In this video, we'll unveil the top 8 worst foods for high blood pressure. And you'll also discover why the packaging of your foods and drinks could be causing it to rise. We'll also give you healthy alternatives, so you're empowered to make a change for a healthier life. Before you get the inside scoop of these foods to avoid, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We've got amazing new content each week. Number 8. Vegetable oils. Vegetable oils were once touted as heart healthy. However, evidence is emerging to suggest that this isn't the case. The issue is that vegetable oils are prone to becoming rancid. During manufacturing, they're exposed to light, oxygen, and heat, which causes them to become oxidized. In particular, it's the polyunsaturated fats, or PUFA for short, that get damaged by oxidation. This causes these fats to no longer function in your body the way that they're meant to. This dysfunction is crucial to understand. Our cells need these fats to work efficiently. A certain type of PUFA, called omega fats, are especially important as they have vital functions. One critical thing they do is help maintain flexible arteries. Having flexible arteries means they can contract and dilate with ease. When they're unable to do this, it can lead to a rise in blood pressure. A study on rats conducted in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, found that when these oils were heated and then ingested, the rats had an increase in their blood pressure compared to the rats that were fed fresh oil. Another form of vegetable oils called trans fats or hydrogenated fats has also been found to increase blood pressure. These oils are often found in snack bars, cookies and margarine. Avoiding store-bought versions of these snacks will help you keep away from some trans fats, and switching to extra virgin olive oil and real butter instead of rancid oils will ensure you're giving your body healthy forms of omega fats. Number 7. Alcohol. Although some people argue that alcohol helps relaxation, the findings on alcohol intake and hypertension are not solid. In middle-aged and older adults, binge drinking is associated with an increased risk of heart attacks, stroke, and hypertension. All things we certainly want to avoid. Furthermore, a 2006 review stated that the increase in blood pressure is approximately 1 millimeter of mercury for each 10 grams of alcohol consumed. This is concerning for anyone with even slightly raised blood pressure. But the good news is that this increase was largely reversible in 2 to 4 weeks of abstaining from alcohol. If you're worried about your blood pressure, keeping away from alcohol for a few weeks may lead to a considerable reduction in your readings. However, if you still want to enjoy some alcohol, switch to a glass of red wine a few times a week with a meal. And enjoy its cardioprotective capabilities. Next on our list is an ingredient that can be found in many different foods, from sauces to muesli bars, dried fruits to breakfast cereals. The list could go on. And so could the list of ill effects on your health. Have you guessed it yet? Number 6. Refined or added sugars. I know sugars get a bad rap nowadays, and that's not without good cause, as excess sugar consumption is linked with obesity, diabetes, and inflammatory conditions. All of these are a huge risk factor for heart disease. What makes it worse is that sugar is hidden in so many foods. And when it comes to hypertension, sugar has been shown to increase systolic blood pressure, the top number on a blood pressure reading. This is especially true of sugars that are high in fructose, specifically high fructose corn syrup. So how can we avoid it? Firstly, switching our sugar-laden treats such as cookies, ice cream and cakes is a great place to start. Instead, if you're craving something sweet, opt for a piece of fruit or a few nuts such as almonds or walnuts. Also, check the food labels of breads, crackers, cereals, etc. and see how many grams of sugar they contain per 100 grams. You should aim to avoid anything that has more than 10% sugar content. However, one of the biggest contributors to added sugar is Nexo. Number 5. Soft drinks. I know cracking open a can of cool fizzy sweetness can be just what you feel like on a hot summer's day. But did you know that 1 can of soda contains 9 teaspoons of sugar? That's a whole day's recommended intake of sugar in one foul swoop, or gulp, whatever the case may be. As we've just learned, added sugar, and especially sugars that are high in fat, Fructose can have a negative impact on blood pressure. Alarmingly, most soft drinks are sweetened with high fructose corn syrup, so the effect of the sugar may be more pronounced. Not to mention that when drinking soft drinks, there is no fiber or protein in the drink that will slow down the effect of the sugar. A 2016 study done on 5th graders concluded that consumption of soft drinks was related to increased blood pressure, thus suggesting that it doesn't just affect adults. However, the sugar content isn't the only concern with soft drinks. The fact that these drinks are often packaged in plastic bottles or aluminum cans is also worrisome. This is due to the bisphosphate phenol A or BPA that's normally found in these containers. BPA exposure has already been linked to increased risk of heart disease. A Korean study found that when participants drank from a can or plastic bottle, their blood pressure shot up as well as their urine levels of BPA. But if they drank the same drink from a glass container, their blood pressure didn't rise. Neither did the levels of BPA in their urine. Rather than drinking soft drinks, opt for fizzy water and add a twist of lemon or even some frozen berries. If possible, avoid drinking from plastic bottles or cans to eliminate exposure to BPA. The risk associated with products that have BPA in them leads us on to the fourth worst food for high blood pressure. Number 4, canned foods. Eating canned foods can certainly feel like it makes your life easier and save hours of slaving away over a hot stove. But what if the time it saves you may be adding up on your canned foods not only have the issue of BPA leaching into them, but are extremely high in salt. You're undoubtedly aware that the salt, or sodium chloride, can be dangerous for hypertension. It's estimated that 60% of people with raised blood pressure see full results of further elevation when they increase consumption of sodium. This is called being salt sensitive. Canned foods, specifically soups, have some of the highest levels of sodium of all packaged foods. One single cup serving of chicken noodle soup contains 76% of the recommended daily sodium intake. To avoid raised blood pressure, many people see a huge benefit from reducing intake of table salt. This is why we advise avoiding canned products unless they're low salt and have BPA-free packaging. Next on the list, could your salad be causing elevated blood pressure? Digging into a bowl of salad may seem like a healthier option, right? But could your salad be leading you down the garden path? While the vegetables might be supporting your health, it's what you put on the salad that may be a concoction of blood pressure enemies. Number 3, salad dressing. If you smother your leafy greens with store-bought dressings, you could be serving up a deadly concoction of rancid vegetable oils. As we've learned, these ingredients are not your friend if you want to prevent hypertension. So what are your options if you want to add some flavor to your salads? Why not try making your own dressing? With half and half extra virgin olive oil and apple cider vinegar. For an extra kick, add some herbs and crushed garlic for a heart-healthy dressing. Number 2, monosodium glutamate, or MSG for short. MSG is a form of sodium and is responsible for the flavor in many packaged foods. But some people believe there are harmful health side effects associated with it. Studies suggest MSG can cause blood pressure to rise. For example, in China, researchers collected data from 1,227 participants. They assessed their intake of MSG and their blood pressure in 2002, and then 5 years later. They concluded that intake of MSG was associated with higher blood pressure levels, especially in women. In order to avoid MSG, it's important to note that it can also be on food labels as glutamic acid or E620-glutamate or E620 monosodium glutamate or E621 or monopotassium glutamate, E622 calcium glutamate, E623 monoammonium glutamate, E624 magnesium glutamate, E625, or natrium glutamate. So be sure to pay attention to your food labels. Many takeaway foods, particularly Chinese, can have high levels of MSG. So stay away from processed and takeaway foods and enjoy some home-cooked meals. Use herbs and spices as flavoring instead. And now for our number 1 worst food for high blood pressure, cured meats. Right now you may be reminiscing about an indulgent breakfast of bacon and eggs and chowing down on hot dogs at a baseball game. These foods may hit the spot when it comes to satisfying your taste buds, but when it comes to blood pressure, they could be sending it way off the mark. Not only are these meats high, they often contain MSG. The sodium content of one hot dog contains approximately 20% of the recommended daily intake, and that's without the sauce or the bread included. Aside from these problematic additions to the meat, they also contain a type of salt called sodium nitrate. This is used to cure and preserve cold meats. The issue with this ingredient is highlighted in research conducted by scientists in New York who stated that the preservative nitrate could lead to stiff arteries. Stiff arteries lead to higher blood pressure levels as the blood vessels struggle to contract and dilate efficiently, causing the heart to work harder. These scientists performed a cross-sectional analysis of the theory. Third National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. They concluded there was an interaction between cured meat consumption and hypertension. However, this doesn't mean that meat is off the menu instead of nitrate-free bacon that is low in sodium, and try making your own sausages. So there you have the top 8 worst foods for high blood pressure. We hope this video helps you make some healthy choices when deciding what to eat. Are there any foods on the list that surprised you? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to stay tuned to the channel to discover more wonderful nutrition and wellness insights.
Welcome to our channel. Are you ready to revitalize your liver in a safe and straightforward manner? Join us today as we unveil a remarkably simple recipe to detoxify your liver in just 3 days. Imagine feeling lighter, bursting with energy, and enjoying overall improved health, all achievable in less than a week. Our incredible concoction is crafted from just 3 easily accessible ingredients. Not only does it purify your liver, but it also aids in weight loss, boosts your immune system, and enhances blood health. This is the ultimate spring cleanse your body will be grateful for. All it takes is consuming 2 teaspoons of this potent mix 5 times a day, irrespective of your meal times. It's effortlessly simple. By the conclusion of day 3, you'll be astonished by the positive transformation in how you feel. However, it's crucial to remember that detox diets often stir debate and caution within the medical community. We strongly advise consulting with a healthcare professional before embarking on any detox plan, particularly if you have existing health concerns or conditions. 1. Fresh celery stalks. Discover the untapped powers of celery for liver health in our latest health series. Celery isn't just a humble kitchen staple, it's a powerhouse of detoxification and healing. This crunchy vegetable plays a crucial role in expelling harmful toxins and fats that burden the liver, while also supporting gallbladder restoration and stimulating bile production. Packed with potent antioxidants like apigenin and lutein, celery combats inflammation and assists in the detoxification process within the liver. Its high fiber content binds with toxins, facilitating their elimination from the body. Moreover, celery is enriched with essential nutrients such as magnesium and potassium, which not only stabilize blood pressure but also reduce the risk of heart disease by relaxing the blood vessels and easing arterial strain. Celery's low-calorie and high-water composition make it an ideal choice for weight management and shedding extra pounds. Impressively, it also has the ability to lower blood sugar levels and is loaded with vitamins and minerals that bolster the immune system, ensuring your body remains robust and vigorous. In today's episode, we spotlight celery as one of the 3 key ingredients needed to concoct a rejuvenating liver detox drink, embrace the benefits of celery, and see significant enhancements in liver function and overall health. Don't forget, our channel is a treasure trove of valuable health tips and insights. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos and ensure you never miss out on new health breakthroughs. 2. Lemon. Lemon, our second essential ingredient, is a true hero in liver health. Bursting with vitamin C and packed with antioxidants, lemon not only supports the liver's detoxification processes but also enhances overall vitality. The effectiveness of lemons in purifying the liver is well documented, making them a vital component of any health-focused diet. Rich in nutrients and antioxidants, lemons activate the protective functions of hepatocytes, the cells vital for a healthy liver. Over time, liver cells can suffer damage leading to serious health issues. Integrating lemon into your diet helps combat the deterioration of these vital cells. The array of vitamins and minerals in lemons replenish energy, giving your liver the boost it needs to function optimally. Moreover, lemons possess natural antibacterial and antiviral properties, making them an excellent ally in fighting infections and bolstering the body's defenses. Now, let's start creating our liver cleansing mix. Begin by preparing 5 to 6 large stalks of celery, chopping them into rings. Next, slice 1 whole lemon into pieces. Combine both the chopped celery and lemon pieces in a blender, or if preferred, pass them through a meat grinder to create a potent and refreshing detox blend. We're almost there. The final touch to our liver cleansing mixture is adding honey, just enough to sweeten the blend without overwhelming it. Honey isn't just delicious, it's packed with components like phytocytes that promote the healing and regeneration of liver tissues. This becomes particularly beneficial for those dealing with fatty liver disease or other liver-related ailments. By incorporating honey into our diet, we enhance the liver's natural healing capabilities and stimulate its optimal functioning. Beyond its sweetness, honey is a treasure trove of nutrients and antioxidants, capable of flushing out unwanted metabolic byproducts, toxins, and bile. Even the legendary Pythagoras attributed his longevity to the daily consumption of honey. Together, we've crafted a delightful detox drink that not only purifies the liver but also boosts overall health. This concoction strengthens the body, helps normalize blood pressure, and supports the functions of the endocrine, urinary, and nervous systems, all while being made from completely natural and healthful ingredients. Do you believe in the beneficial properties of the ingredients used in this cleansing mixture? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and spread the word about this natural health booster.
8 ways to prevent muscle loss as you get older, in both women and men. After the age of 30, our muscles begin to break down at a rate of 3 to 8% every 10 years. Unfortunately, the less muscle that you have, the more likely you are to catch illnesses and diseases, to suffer from bone loss and arthritis without their support, and to increase the risk of falls and fractures. The more muscle you lose, the less hungry you'll be as well, as this will cause your metabolism to slow down. Although we can't turn off the aging process, you can definitely slow it down by supporting your skeletal muscles. In this video we'll be exploring the best supplements, diet and lifestyle tips to prevent muscle loss as you age. These simple strategies will help you to live a longer life. But more importantly, a life of quality and health. This video is for educational purposes only, so do speak with your doctor if you have any medical concerns at all. Number 1. Protein and amino acids. The building blocks of muscle. As we age, our bodies become less able to turn proteins from our food into muscles. This is called anabolic resistance, and is why our muscles tend to break down and atrophy. To prevent muscle loss, you should eat at least 5 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight per day. Animal-based protein is by far the easiest to absorb and turn into new muscle, such as eggs, fish and red meat. Also, if you want to, you can take a supplement after the age of 50 which contains branched-chain amino acids. If you do this, however, make sure that your supplement contains leucine, an amino acid that's been shown to stimulate muscle growth and prevent muscle loss as you age, through the mTOR pathway. Glutamine is another one which is very important to recover your muscles after an illness, excessive stress, or intense exercise. Number 2. Resistance exercises. So, to keep your muscles from breaking down, you must exercise them on a consistent and regular basis. Doing things as simple as carrying groceries and walking rather than driving can make a huge difference in the long run. The first muscles that break down are usually at the front of the thigh, which is the quadriceps, and the abdominal muscles. To prevent this, I recommend doing random squatting throughout the day to activate these muscle groups and keep them strong. For example, you could make it a habit when you're waiting for the kettle to boil. Squatting is very good because it mimics everyday movements like sitting and standing, which can improve your flexibility, balance, and metabolism. Push-ups and sit-ups are also recommended, even if you just do 1 or 2 whenever you get a spare moment. Finally, resistance band routines are excellent for the elderly who are unable to lift heavy things or weights. Number 3 is the all-important vitamin D. Inflammation in the body is another very common cause of muscle loss and sarcopenia. This is why it's so important to meet your daily requirements for vitamin D by getting outside and exposing your skin to the sunlight. Vitamin D naturally lowers inflammation to keep your muscles strong and your energy levels high. However, it is a shame that billions of people worldwide are deficient in this because their bodies do not make vitamin D properly because of genetic issues. To prevent this deficiency, take a minimum of 10,000 international units of vitamin D3 per day, which costs roughly around 7 cents per day. Vitamin D also helps your body to resist stress, infections, and bone loss. Number 4, improving your sleep. When you don't get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, your body is unable to use glucose properly the following day for energy. So in response to this, your adrenal glands release more cortisol. This is a catabolic stress hormone, which converts your muscle tissue into glucose. Unfortunately, over the years of not sleeping enough, this hormone causes your muscles to waste away, especially around your legs and your butt, and you tend to gain fat as a result around your stomach. So, improve the length and quality of your sleep by using a tryptophan supplement, or perhaps a sleep blend like Performance Lab Sleep, and I'll put some links to these below the video. Number 5. Protein breakfast. Which leads me on to the most important meal of the day, a protein breakfast. Now after not eating for 8 hours during your sleep, your body is in a fasted state, which improves insulin sensitivity. Essentially, your muscles are now more open and they're ready to absorb protein and amino acids so that they may grow. So, instead of eating cereals, donuts and bagels for breakfast, opt for a protein-rich breakfast instead, like an omelet with some cheese, ham, pork, salmon or meat. This protein-rich meal kickstarts muscle protein synthesis, preventing your muscles from breaking down and supporting your overall metabolism. Again, you may also use an amino acid blend supplement throughout the day to ensure that your muscles are getting all of the building blocks that they need. If you're finding this information helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe and turn all notifications on so that I can keep you updated with the latest health and nutrition tips. Number 6, infrared light. What you should know is that your body uses certain hormones to preserve and strengthen your muscles. These are called anabolic hormones, such as human growth hormone, testosterone, estrogen, and pregnenolone. Unfortunately, as you age, you tend to make less of these hormones, and then catabolic hormones take over, which break the body down slowly over the years. However, research shows that you can help to balance out these hormones naturally by exposing your body to infrared light. Infrared light that comes from the sun can penetrate through the clouds, through your clothes, your skin, and even your bone to help boost melatonin in your body. You can get this by simply walking outside, sitting in front of an open flame fire, or using an infrared light therapy box at home. Melatonin helps to keep your anabolic hormones high, and to protect the energy factories in your muscle cells, called the mitochondria. Number 7. Minimizing stress. You may have known someone, or heard of someone who had a heart attack because they were under a lot of emotional stress. This happens because the stress triggers the release of cortisol, the catabolic stress hormone that breaks muscles down. This puts a strain on the muscles of the heart and causes other muscles in the body to break down and weaken as a result. So, if you want to live a long and healthy life, you must keep your stress levels down. Take long, Slow walks in nature to bring in lots of oxygen and infrared to lower cortisol. You could also drink a cup of lemon balm tea every morning, and try to remove stimulants like caffeine, too much coffee, or energy drinks from your life. Another reason that you may be losing your muscle is because you aren't digesting and absorbing nutrients properly. For example, your body uses cholesterol from food as a raw material to turn into steroid hormones that build muscle. Your body also needs minerals like zinc, calcium and iron to support the production of muscle cells. It also needs amino acids from meats, fish and eggs to form the protein structure of the muscles. But if you can't absorb these nutrients because you have something like acid reflux, a digestive problem or low stomach acid, your muscles will begin to break down. I'd recommend to anyone over the age of 50 to take 2 digestive enzyme capsules after each meal to help them absorb more nutrients. Alternatively, you could use 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar mixed in a glass of water before the meal to help strengthen your digestive juices. Foods that strengthen muscles. Hear me loud and clear when I say this. Do not go on a low-fat diet as you age, as this will speed up muscle loss. Certain fats are needed and are essential to preserve the muscle with age. For example, statin drugs block cholesterol, which blocks testosterone and estrogen, causing your muscles to break down. So, what should you be eating to support your muscles in the long term? Well, firstly, eggs contain all of the amino acids and the building blocks that are used to make muscle tissue. Avocados are loaded with minerals like boron, which help the enzymes in your body convert raw materials into muscle. Bone broth is by far one of the best sources of amino acids and glutamine to recover and strengthen the muscles. Extra virgin olive oil lowers inflammation to prevent muscle breakdown. Cabbage is a wonderful source of glutamine for the muscles. Wild salmon is one of the best protein sources and is rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Oysters are wonderful muscle-preserving foods rich in zinc. Brazil nuts support the metabolism and thyroid hormones, which also play a role in muscle health. Cottage cheese can be eaten in the evening to help release amino acids into the blood and into the muscles throughout the night. And hands down, beefsteak is the king of red meats, providing everything needed for the muscles, including coenzyme Q10. Summary: as you age, your skeletal muscles begin to break down, causing stiffness, immobility and weakness. This happens because of inflammation, hormonal problems, lack of exercise or taking medications. However, it is possible to preserve and strengthen your muscles by following some simple lifestyle tips. Eating at least 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight per day can prevent muscle breakdown. Resistance training like squatting or carrying heavy groceries activates anabolic hormones and satellite cells that grow muscle tissue. Vitamin D supplements and getting outside lowers inflammation to preserve muscle. Getting at least 7 to 8 hours of restorative sleep per night lowers cortisol, the hormone that breaks muscles down. Eat a meaty protein-rich breakfast instead of carbs in the morning to provide the raw materials for your muscles. Infrared light from sunlight, red light lamps or open flames boosts melatonin and balances hormones. Keep your stress levels low to normalize cortisol. And support your digestion using digestive enzyme supplements or apple cider vinegar. There are also some other key supplements and vitamins that you may take if you want to grow your muscles and take this to the next level. For that information, you can tap on the video that I've put on your screen now. Thanks so much for watching another of my videos. I wish you great health. Did you know that heart disease kills 1 in 3 people more than all forms of cancer combined? It's the #1 cause of death for men and women worldwide, and what's really sobering is that most people get no warning, which is why taking steps to avoid heart attacks is so important, and the #1 factor is having clean arteries. In this video we're going to reveal the top 7 foods to clean your arteries and explain a little known vitamin that could be the key to avoiding plaques building up inside your arteries. That's all coming up in just a second, but first do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe to Golden Nutrition. We've got amazing new content each week, and also stick around because later in this video we'll show you how to receive 2. Did you know that some of the worst foods for blocked arteries are whole wheat bread and low-fat yogurts? Surprising, right? As most people are told to eat more of these foods. I'll explain why this is in just a moment. The wrong foods can lead to plaques building up on the inside wall of our arteries. And at any time, if one of these plaques breaks loose, it can completely block off an artery leading to the heart, resulting in a fatal heart attack. So let's first look at our top 7 foods to keep those arteries clean and help prevent heart attacks. Number 7, flax seeds. Flax seeds, also known as linseeds, can be hugely beneficial for cleaning our arteries. They're a rich source of alpha-linoleic acid, or ALA for short, a mostly plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Studies have shown that ALA and flax seeds can prevent cholesterol being deposited in the blood vessels and also lower inflammation. A 2008 study looked at 638 individuals, and they found that people who consumed more ALA had a lower risk of heart attacks. Furthermore, flax seeds also seem to assist with lowering blood pressure. Canadian researchers found that eating 30 grams of flax seeds daily for 6 months lowered systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Keeping blood pressure at a healthy range is vital for keeping arteries clean and healthy. But that's not all flax seeds do. They have also been found to lower blood sugar, too. This is important, as high blood sugar can result in blood vessel dysfunction. Thus, lowering it helps your arteries work optimally. So what's the best way to get these into your diet? Well, flax seeds are best when ground fresh, then soaked in a liquid. Doing so seems to optimize the body's ability to break them down. Once you've ground them, add them to a smoothie or use them on top of oatmeal or yogurt. Number 6, walnut. Walnuts are known for 2 things: antioxidants and healthy fats. Like flax seeds, walnuts also contain the healthy fat alpha-linoleic acid, which is an omega-3 fat. They also contain the highest amount of antioxidants of all the tree nuts. Antioxidants help prevent damage to blood vessel lining and hence reduce blocked arteries. They do this by offsetting damage from free radicals in the bloodstream. Free radicals get into our bloodstream from things like toxic foods, pollution, chemical exposure, just to name a few. Another key thing about walnuts is their content of vitamin E. Vitamin E can help to lower inflammation. Reducing inflammation in the arteries may assist optimal blood flow and hence reduce the risk of heart attacks. One study compared giving participants a walnut-rich meal versus a refined fatty meal. Researchers found that after the walnut-rich meal, the LDL, or bad cholesterol as it's commonly known, had been protected from oxidation. Whereas the refined fatty meal, the LDL cholesterol, had become oxidized. Oxidized LDL cholesterol was more likely to build up in the arteries and cause heart attacks. It's easy to add walnuts into your diet too. You can just eat a handful as a snack or toss them into a salad or veggie stir-fry. The next food on our list helps the body create a special molecule that allows our blood vessels to work optimally and let blood flow. Number 5, beetroot. Beetroot is a wonderful source of iron, vitamin B, fiber, phosphorus, potassium, folic acid, beta-carotene, vitamin A, magnesium, and vitamin C. These nutrients are all helpful for maintaining clean arteries and also lowering blood pressure. Many studies have found that a few hours after consuming beets, blood pressure can drop by between 4 to 10 millimeters of mercury. This is due to the nitrates in it. They help the body produce nitric oxide, which causes blood vessels to widen, thus making it easier for the blood to flow and reducing blood pressure. Beets have also shown to reduce inflammation and improve the function of the cells lining the interior of the artery. Both are great news for arteries and preventing heart attacks. To get the most bang for your buck, raw beets are best. You can eat them by grating them into a salad, or try juicing them with other vegetables. Number 4, citrus fruit. Citrus fruits are low in calories, rich in nutrients, and high in fiber. A high fiber intake is associated with lower blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Aside from this, citrus fruits are notorious for being a great source of vitamin C. And you may be wondering what this has to do with our arteries. Well, vitamin C is a precursor of collagen. Collagen is what our artery walls are made out of. Having a healthy amount of it helps to keep our arteries flexible, therefore allowing the blood to flow freely and reducing the risk of cardiovascular events. Another great thing about citrus fruits such as oranges and grapefruit is that they contain a compound called naringin. Naringin is believed to help lower inflammation, decrease oxidative stress, and improve cholesterol levels and improve blood sugar. These are all vital for keeping our blood vessels clean and healthy. Try eating a grapefruit with your breakfast or squeezing lemon juice on your salads as easy ways to get the benefits of these fruits. An important thing to note though is that some citrus fruits can interfere with medication, so ask your doctor if adding them into your diet is right for you. We're about to reveal our top 3 foods to help clean those arteries. Number 3, leafy greens. These are a great source of vitamin E, which is critical for heart health. Many population studies find individuals with high levels of vitamin E have a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. Vitamin E is also an antioxidant, and it can help stop fibrosis in the arteries, and help prevent scar tissue inside arteries from getting worse. Leafy greens also contain an amazing array of nutrients that help prevent inflammation. Furthermore, they won't cause a significant spike in blood sugar. Some examples of great greens to add into your diet are spinach, kale, arugula, and cabbage, as they can all help support healthy blood sugar levels. As we mentioned earlier, some of the worst foods for blocked arteries are whole wheat bread and loaves. The reason for this is blood sugar. When we digest these foods, they cause a huge spike in blood sugar. When our blood has too much sugar, this excess sugar can stick to our cholesterol, a process called glycation. When cholesterol becomes glycated, it can stick to the walls of the arteries and lead to blockages. This is why eating greens is so important. Kale and spinach, for example, contain the antioxidants lutein and zeaxanthin. These antioxidants protect your eyes from macular degeneration and cataracts, which are also common diabetic complications. They're also good sources of vitamin C. Vitamin C acts as a potent antioxidant and also has anti-inflammatory qualities. And as we've already mentioned, it's crucial for arterial health. Increasing your intake of greens can be fun and easy. Try adding baby spinach into a smoothie or making kale chips. Either way, be sure to add greens to keep your arteries clean. Number 2, pomegranates. Pomegranates are one of the oldest fruits known to man. They've been a symbol of health and fertility for centuries in the Middle East. And of course, modern science can now prove why they're so beneficial for health. They contain more than 100 phytochemicals and 3 times the antioxidant levels of red wine and green tea. One single pomegranate contains 40% of the daily intake of vitamin C. Amazing when we know how important this vitamin is. So, let's look at some of the studies that have shown how pomegranates can help support a healthy cardiovascular system. An Iranian study that was conducted over 8 weeks reported that participants who drank concentrated pomegranate juice saw a reduction in total cholesterol and in LDL cholesterol. But one of the most notable studies on this fruit was conducted by an Israeli researcher. He reported when participants consumed pomegranate juice daily for 1 year, they saw inhibition of LDL cholesterol oxidation. So, in other words, the LDL cholesterol wasn't becoming damaged. Therefore, it's less likely to lead to blocked arteries. He also reported a 30% reduction in arterial plaque. Did you hear that? A 30% reduction in plaque. To put that into perspective, if there was a drug that came anywhere close to that sort of result, it would be a worldwide blockbuster. So be sure to add this fruit into your diet and get those arteries sparkly clean. In a moment, we're going to learn about a vitamin that doesn't get that much attention. You may not even know it exists. Yet it's super important for the health of our blood vessels, and it can be found in our number 1 food, which we're about to reveal. Just don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Golden Nutrition. Number 1, natto. This unusual food is a rich source of vitamin K. Now this isn't a vitamin that gets much attention, but one that gets even less attention is vitamin K2. You see, K1 is found in green leafy vegetables, and sometimes can be converted into K2 in the large intestines. However, it's deemed better to get the dietary form of K2 to ensure you're receiving adequate amounts. This can of course be found in natto. Natto is the only plant form of K2. So let's look at what natto is and why K2 may be one of the most important vitamins for arterial health. Natto is made from fermented soybeans. Fermented foods help to provide our gut with healthy bacteria. When natto is fermented, it produces an enzyme called natto kinase. This can help to dissolve blood clots. Natto is also a source of K2. K2 is crucial for arterial health because it helps to keep calcium out of the arteries and puts it in the bones where it's needed. Too much calcium in the arteries can lead to blockages. Furthermore, vitamin K2 can help lower inflammation and improve blood sugar control, both of these being crucial to help prevent heart attacks and strokes. A 2004 Dutch study found that people who had more vitamin K2-rich foods had a 57% less risk of dying from heart disease. This may also be due to the fact that supplements of nattokinase have been shown to lower blood pressure by around 3 to 5 millimeters of mercury in participants with initial blood pressure values of 130/90 or higher. To enjoy the benefits of this food, try mixing it in with rice or vegetables. Many recipes suggest adding green onions and Japanese mustard to complement. So there you have our top 7 foods to clean arteries and help to prevent heart attacks. Let us know in the comments below which one surprised you the most. Make sure to stay tuned to Golden Nutrition to discover more wonderful nutrition and wellness insights. Thanks for
Howdy foodies! Do you enjoy spicy food? Do you want to include healthier options in your diet? If yes, a jar of kimchi is just what you need. If you haven't already heard, fermented foods are the new hype in the nutrition world. They come in a variety of textures, tastes, and colors. They also have some amazing health benefits. In today's video, we'll discuss the overall advantages of kimchi. Can it boost your immune system? What about preventing yeast infections? Hang on, can kimchi really stop you from aging? We're talking about all of these things and more. 1. It may improve your heart health. According to research, kimchi may lower your risk of heart disease. This might be due to its anti-inflammatory qualities, as inflammation could be a major factor in heart problems. This is due to many of the things it's made from. Let's first touch on what exactly kimchi is. Kimchi is traditionally created by fermenting cabbage, radish, cucumber, beets, scallions, celery, and other vegetables with sugar, salt, onions, garlic, ginger, and chili peppers. It was first used around 3,000 years ago as a way to preserve food. Some people don't make kimchi according to one specific recipe. They may have their own method. Maybe they just add dashes of various spices from their kitchen to generate a taste. So how does all of this tie into heart health? Well, in another study, kimchi extract proved to lower fat levels in the blood and liver. Furthermore, it also appeared to slow down fat development. This is crucial because fat accumulation in these parts of your body can lead to heart disease. Meanwhile, research discovered that consuming 15 to 210 grams of kimchi reduces your blood sugar and bad cholesterol levels, both of which are risk factors for heart disease. A healthy diet, rich in delicious fermented foods like kimchi, can help keep your heart in good shape. Number 2, may slow down the aging process. Nobody wants to get older. While it's something none of us can run from, there are ways to slow it down. Having kimchi is one of those ways. You see, chronic inflammation not only causes a variety of diseases, but it also speeds up the aging process. Because kimchi is high in antioxidants, it may help protect your cells from oxidative stress. This can reduce your chances of getting certain diseases. If you didn't know, oxidative stress refers to an imbalance of oxidants and antioxidants, substances that help protect your cells from damage. Human cells treated with kimchi were revealed to be much healthier and could potentially stretch out your lifespan. Also, due to the impact of microorganisms on your immune system and increased levels of bioactive substances, fermented foods in general may help delay the aging process. 3. The probiotics in kimchi are extremely healthy. Many of the health advantages of kimchi are thought to be due to the probiotics found in it. Fermented foods have a longer shelf life as well as a better taste and scent. Kimchi's lactofermentation mechanism distinguishes it from other fermented foods. Lactofermentation employs the lactobacillus bacteria to break down carbs into lactic acid, which gives kimchi its sour flavor. When taken as a supplement, this bacteria may help with a variety of ailments, including hay fever and diarrhea. Fermentation also encourages growth and reproduction of other beneficial microorganisms. Probiotics are living bacteria that provide health advantages when consumed in significant quantities. They've been linked to the prevention and treatment of a variety of diseases like cancer, common cold, constipation, cardiovascular problems, mental health, and even skin problems. 4. Simple to prepare at home. Do you consider yourself a cook? Are you looking for a new thing you can prepare from your own kitchen? While producing fermented foods may seem hard, following a few set steps can make it easier. Remember to allow your kimchi to ferment at room temperature for at least 3 days or up to 3 weeks at 4 degrees Celsius. You can simply remove the fish sauce and shrimp sauce to produce a vegetarian or vegan-friendly version of kimchi. You'll know it's ready when it begins to smell or taste sour, or when little bubbles appear in the jar. You can store homemade kimchi in the refrigerator for up to a year after fermentation. Due to the chilly temperature, it will ferment at a much slower rate. It's natural for kimchi to have a bubbling, bulging, sour flavor and the cabbage to soften. But if your food has a bad odor or shows evidence of mold, it's gone bad and it should be thrown away. 5. Kimchi may prevent yeast infections. This one's a touchy subject. The probiotics and beneficial bacteria found in kimchi may help with the prevention of yeast infections. You'll be surprised to know that every year, around 1 per million people in the United States are treated for vaginal yeast infections. Experts are seeking alternative remedies since this yeast infection tends to develop resistance to medications. Certain lactobacillus strains have been shown to attack the fungus that causes this illness. Multiple strains isolated from kimchi were reported to have antibacterial action against this fungus during research. 6. So many nutrients. Have you been getting the right vitamins and minerals? A lot of us aren't. Luckily for you, kimchi is nutrient-dense, while also being low in calories. Chinese cabbage, which is one of the key components in kimchi, contains vitamin A and C, along with 10 other minerals and over 3,00034 amino acids. Vitamin K and riboflavin are found in many green vegetables. Since kimchi commonly contains green vegetables like cabbage, celery, and spinach, it's a good source of these nutrients. If you're wondering, vitamin K is required for bone metabolism and blood clotting, while riboflavin is required for energy production, cellular development, and metabolism. Furthermore, the fermentation process may provide extra nutrients that are easier for your body to absorb. 7. Kimchi can decrease inflammation. When you hear the word inflammation, you automatically think something bad is happening. Well, inflammation isn't necessarily a bad thing. After all, it is required for your body to fight infections and recuperate from injuries. However, long-term inflammation has been related to an increased risk of illness. Inflammation can be aided by probiotics and active chemicals found in kimchi and other fermented foods. During research, one of the primary chemicals in kimchi was found to promote blood vessel function by decreasing inflammation. Consuming foods high in anti-inflammatory chemicals can help in the prevention of inflammatory processes in the body. By working on the gut microbiota, fermented foods can fine-tune the immune system, preventing undesired inflammation. 8. Boosts your immune system. We often don't think about our immune system. But little do we realize, a healthy immune system is all that stands in the way between us and most diseases. If you have kimchi on the regular, you are keeping your immune system happy and healthy. Diet alters the gut microbiota, which can influence the immune system and general health. The lactobacillus bacteria found in kimchi may help strengthen your immune system. Studies show that Lactobacillus plantarum has lower levels of inflammatory markers. If you don't know, TNF-alpha levels are frequently increased during infection and sickness. This suggests that your immune system is functioning properly. So if you're looking to give your immune system that boost it desperately needs, get on the kimchi bandwagon. 9. Helps you lose weight. We're all looking for a way to get in shape. If you're trying to lose weight, and you want something new, try kimchi. Researchers have discovered that consuming fresh or fermented kimchi helps people lose weight as well as body fat. Furthermore, the fermented version can reduce your blood sugar levels. You should also know that people who had fermented kimchi had much lower blood pressure and body fat percentages than those who consumed fresh kimchi. The lower calorie content, high fiber content, and probiotics found in kimchi may all play a part in weight reduction. Kimchi is best served with a warm plate of rice. You can also have it with chicken and seafood. The culinary options are endless when it comes to kimchi. Do you know any delicious ways to add kimchi to your diet? Let us know in the comments below. Hi everyone. Given everybody's hectic schedule, we spend more time rushing around than focusing on our health. We sometimes even forget to eat. This includes the most important meal of the day. Did you know that nearly a quarter of Americans skip breakfast? While it may seem convenient, there are actually several long-term effects. Let's talk about what happens to your body when you skip breakfast every day. Can you gain weight? Do you experience mood swings? Will you become dizzy? Wait, skipping breakfast can really reverse aging? How does that work? We're talking about all this and more. Number 1, yes, it can reverse aging. But isn't this a good thing? Well, yeah. Just so we don't overwhelm people, we're going to start off on a positive note. Skipping out on breakfast can help your skin look younger. When you miss out on a meal, you're cutting calories. This does a lot for your body in the way of aging. Calorie restriction will increase growth hormones and lower your levels of insulin. This is one of the reasons people do intermittent fasting. It will fight against inflammation and oxidative stress. This helps repair cells and prevent the skin from getting too wrinkly. Several studies have backed this up. So if you want to look younger, skipping breakfast might work for you. But it's only recommended that you do it once in a while. Doing it all the time isn't good, and I'm about to explain more on why. What's your favorite thing to eat on the go? Do you grab yogurt? Maybe it's a quick bagel? Sound off in the comments section, and start a conversation with our community. Acid reflux. The more you skip out on breakfast, the more acidity your body will experience. This is especially bad for people with acid reflux. You've definitely heard of this. It's when acid from the stomach goes back up the esophagus. As a result, you get things like heartburn and indigestion. Anybody who's had either will tell you they're a real drag. Heartburn is an intense burning sensation in your chest. Indigestion is discomfort in your upper abdomen. Eating breakfast can help both. Experts will tell you that a good breakfast in the morning will slow the acid down from damaging your intestines. Also, people who eat breakfast tend to eat less in the hours to come. This saves your body from experiencing acid reflux later in the day. To avoid problems, it's been suggested that you eat items that are low in acid. This includes things like oatmeal, bananas, apples, and egg whites. 3. You gain weight. I know, it seems crazy. Eating less makes you gain more? Well, just listen for a sec. The body works in funny ways. Sure, skipping breakfast can save you some extra calories in the morning. But this leaves you hungry later in the day. When you finally do eat, your body will hold on to that food, as it doesn't really know when it will receive it again. The time you eat during the day has a lot to do with weight gain. If you're not eating breakfast, your eating schedule will be thrown off. This leaves you eating closer to bedtime, which will cause you to pack on the pounds. There's also evidence showing that skipping breakfast causes weight gain even when you're not overeating throughout the day. This is because the body's internal clock gets disrupted. So if you're thinking of skipping breakfast, you might want to reconsider. You get super tired in the afternoon. To put it simply, breakfast gives you energy for the day. When you eat your morning meal, your body breaks down fatty acids in order to produce its energy. You need it in order to function. Research has found that people who eat breakfast tend to be more physically active throughout the day than those who don't. If you avoid eating in the morning, you're going to feel fatigued later on. This will get in the way of your daily routine. You can't work productively if your body isn't getting energy. The fatigue really kicks in between the hours of noon to 4 p.m. This is because there's no fuel to help your brain stay on task. For most people, these are the hours they need to stay busy. If your job requires you to be moving around constantly, you might not be able to do it to the best of your ability. This is where it gets a little tricky though. 5. Skipping breakfast might make you smarter. This seems like it flies in the face of everything I just said. There are people who claim that intermittent fasting can assist your cognitive performance if it's done correctly. To make things clear, intermittent fasting usually requires 8 hours of eating and 16 hours of fasting. If you're following a strict eating regimen with the right nutrients, you'll be better able to concentrate. A person who skips meals to eat within a specific period may see less inflammation and reduced oxidative stress. Studies have found that intermittent fasting can increase the growth of new nerve cells. These help your brain to function. But in order for this to work, the fasting diet needs to be done correctly. Simply skipping breakfast for the sake of not eating is said to have the opposite effect. Now back to our discussion on what happens to your body when you skip breakfast every day. 6. You get dizzy. Anyone who's ever worked on an empty stomach can back me up. Skipping meals makes you dizzy. Avoiding breakfast can trigger headaches. This is due to your level of blood glucose falling too low. Headaches throughout the day aren't my idea of fun. They're often accompanied by nausea. Trying physical labor while feeling nauseous seems impossible. Now skipping breakfast once in a while is something your body can usually handle. It's when you're doing it every day that your mind will suffer. Your blood sugar will decrease, bringing on that dizzy feeling. So do yourself a favor and eat a little something in the morning. 7. Bad breath. For all you hygiene freaks, this one comes with a sad dose of reality. People who skip out on breakfast are twice as likely to suffer from bad breath. This can be something you don't even realize until someone points it out and embarrasses you. But why bad breath? While it hasn't been confirmed, some interesting science has been suggested. Many of those who sacrifice breakfast do it as a way to sleep in. But once you finally get up, you'll probably be rushing around to leave the house. This leaves very little time for you to brush your teeth. As a result, bacteria will be left to linger in your mouth. This includes bacteria on your gums and tongue. Bad breath can also be a sign of something much more urgent, like infections in your throat or lungs. You get really anxious. The world's been so crazy lately, anxiety and depression seem more common than ever. If you're currently having mental health problems, the last thing you want to do is skip out on breakfast. You see, skipping breakfast can increase your level of cortisol. This is your body's fight or flight hormone that signals you when danger is near. In the case of going hungry, your body reads this as a stressful event. As a result, you'll experience increased cortisol. If anxiety is something you deal with, you should make sure your diet is right. Missing a morning meal might be one of the factors contributing to your mental illness. Sometimes, the uneasiness you feel is simply your body's way of asking for food. 9. Higher risk of heart disease. Did you know heart disease is the leading cause of death around the globe? In the US alone, one person dies from cardiovascular disease every 36 seconds. If you're a heart patient, one of the worst things you can do to your body is avoid breakfast. People who skip breakfast are 21% more likely to suffer from heart disease. Men are shown to be particularly vulnerable here. When we eat breakfast, our body is given a morning jolt. Cutting meals can make our blood pressure skyrocket, as your heart needs to work harder in order to function. Skipping out on breakfast is linked not only to high blood pressure, but obesity and diabetes. A good diet is needed to stay healthy. People don't realize how essential breakfast is. Do you ever skip breakfast? Let us